Oh wait, no, I actually have to make the stream go live first. Look, usually OBS just pushes me through to live whether I want to or not. Okay, we're live. Impact, Slammiversary, fun stuff. I'm working on it. Time crept up on me and all that fun stuff that happens. So, hey everyone, it's Zander. We're live watching Impact, and I say that we haven't actually started Impact yet. The pre-show should be on right now, though. So I need to get that put out. All right, countdown to Slammiversary. There it is. Cool. Wow, they jump right in on here as well. All right. Let's see.
This is the part where I announce I'm listening in the background, right?
I mean, sure. If you want the people to know that you're listening in the background, this show last year was the first time you ever appeared on the channel.
Was it?
Yep, you had only just moved in a few days or a couple weeks prior. It was like the week after we got back from Puerto Rico.
No.
And you sat on the floor because you had made soup and you didn't want to show up on stream.
Right. You were sitting on the couch?
Yes, because my computer setup hadn't been moved yet. I'm hopeful that I didn't just mess that up. Okay, that should be fine. Let's see. Oh, no, I don't want a dead stink bug.
At this point, it's just the us.
Um,
There's no juice in it. Just the exoskeleton at this point.
okay, chat is actually starting to talk now, looks like. Hey, Pierre. Hey, Zach. There was also a chat like 3 hours ago when I set up the live stream and said, "You're gonna live stream?" Like I've never live streamed before.
T-pose in the background.
All right, you do you, honey. Let's see. So, Zach says, I have this fear that I don't want to put out there since they might be watching. What if when MJF's contract goes up and he's still world champion, all of a sudden, no, they're not going to do that. I'm not going to finish reading that out loud, but that's not going to happen. All right. Let me close Impact's chat because I'm going to get distracted by it. Very excited for Slammiversary tonight. Impact's always a ton of fun. I'm just glad to be live again on the Almost 11 Universe channel. Being live is... I don't know what that is.
Neither do I, but it was over here.
Show me the other side of it. That...
It's just a hearing aid ad.
I don't know. I don't know where that
There's
came from.
no name on it.
I have no idea where that came from.
Congrats, babe. You qualify for hearing aids, I guess.
Well, that might be more for you than for me. I can hear you from 2 rooms away.
You realize I can't hear you from 2 rooms away because you don't speak up loud enough. You talk in a normal volume, not even facing an open door or anything that you would project your voice through, and you kind of tend to mumble across rooms.
Well, anyway.
And I'm not wrong.
You're not right either.
Oh no, I am right.
Alright, I hadn't put up the message in Discord that I was live. Whoops. Alright, now we're back. Do you think an MJF Jarrett partnership would cause the... Oh, totally it would. That would blow up the internet real quick. Jeff Jarrett is ratings, folks. No lies detected. go. I've, of course, as usual for Impact watch-alongs, just got the worst setup possible at my desk. Because I don't have any way to stream it from anything I've got over here. I've had to plug my laptop into my TV to watch it. So I for most of it, I just end up looking down at the small screen of the laptop because I forget that I've got the TV right there.
At that point, then why do you even plug it into your TV if you've already got it on your laptop?
Because I'm trying to get better about paying attention to the TV.
You know you can partially close your laptop and turn the brightness down on your laptop.
I mean, I could.
It incentivizes you from looking at the laptop, but it's not fully open and on regular brightness.
Yeah. Well, anyway, folks, welcome to the stream tonight. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a milkshake later, maybe for the spirit of Impact Wrestling, because I don't think there's ever been an Impact live stream where I haven't. Probably crack open a cold one soon. Impact is usually the show where I drink. Of course, earlier today I announced next Sunday's stuff in Discord. I haven't announced it anywhere else yet, but next Sunday after the day after, what do you call it? Double or Nothing, that's what it is. Next Sunday, the day after Double or Nothing, we're actually going to do a YouTube Ring of Honor special on the channel. 5 title matches on that show. Pure title, world title, women's title, tag titles, and TV title will all be on the line. That'll be a fun night of action. I don't think what else to talk about. See, it's the only downside of these pre-shows is a lot of the matches on here aren't that interesting to talk about. No, Zach, I don't. There's not a world where Jeff Jarrett is AEW champion. It doesn't happen. But anyway, and I know that because I'm predictions champion. So my predictions are 99% correct. 60% of the time, I'm right every time.
That's not how statistics work.
Oh, I guess I just got a message from Ray. Well, Ray has asked me if I want to call it Gold Rush, but I mean, I guess I could do that. Ray, are you watching? Is that how you know I'm talking about it? Or are you Oh, wait, you might be talking about something completely different, actually. That was just a weird coincidence now that I think about it. I got a closed Messenger on my desktop as well, now that I'm thinking about that. Also, I gotta get the volume adjusted because I will be playing a very important clip later in this stream because, well, Scott D'Amore and I gotta have a little talk with one of the matches coming up tonight. I thought you were going to say, with Ray as head writer of AEW, that'll never happen. Oh, it was no coincidence. Ray is here. Ray, if I know you're not watching Slammiversary, but if you happen to feel like popping into the StreamYard, it's the only thing set up in StreamYard. So if you feel like jumping in for a little bit, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I could call Sunday ROH Gold Rush. 5 big title matches. Joseph Connors versus Timothy Thatcher for the Pure title. Bullet Club Civil War between TMDK and Guerrillas of Destiny for the tag titles. Sky Blue and Mickie James for the women's title. Cardona defending the TV title against Action Andretti. And of course, it's going to be main evented by Roderick Strong versus Andrade for the world title. Ray's at work right now, so it will just be me and the occasional cat cameo. And probably Alex at some point.
What do you mean, Alex, at some point?
You'll probably poke your head in stream like you frequently do.
No.
Yeah. It's like,
you mean literally, or like what I'm doing right now?
What you're doing now, but sometimes you do just kind of walk over and stick your head on stream, like you did at the beginning. You gonna tell me I'm wrong?
I'm organizing my books
You do that.
because I have nothing else to do. And I got a spur of the moment inspiration, and I needed to change the way my books were organized, so they are all sitting on the floor right now.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yep. I should probably count how many I have.
Yeah.
while I'm
Well,
working on
well, folks, for those not watching, some of us are getting a video package about my guy right now. His match is coming up. If he does lose his title tonight, you will watch me cry. You will see a grown man weeping on stream. Of course, Joe Hendry continues to get away with destroying everyone's careers with music videos. I got Fight Forever. How do I pick up weapons, do my finisher, and get Cody? But you're gonna want to Google that because I don't know how to answer all that. I haven't played the game in a couple weeks now. Zander, do you remember that Deadpool game with the voiceover throughout? Yes, I was literally talking about that game to Alex last night.
The one where you have Deadpool bitch slap Wolverine.
Yeah.
And if you just keep mashing the button, Deadpool just keeps slapping and saying stuff. And at
Yeah.
one point, it's like, and this is to see how many times they keep pressing the button.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah, if you remember, Alex, the very deep voice that was talking to Deadpool at the beginning. That's the narrator in Deadpool's head.
I put two and two together there. Crazy. That was crazy. What was
I love that the entire time this video package has been going, they've just been playing the Stripper Kenny song in the background. And I just realized Alex has no context for that.
No, I don't have any context.
So Joe Hendry, you know, my guy, the musical one, makes songs about his opponents to mock them. His opponent used to be a male stripper, and his opponent's name is Kenny King, so he made a song about him called Stripper Kenny.
I mean, did Kenny call himself a stripper, or does he call himself a former exotic dancer?
I don't know. I don't know the context. I just know that the main chorus is, when you face Joe Hendry, you will not be the winner, because the most successful you've ever been is when you were a male stripper.
I could see him being.
Yep, Stripper Kenny worked as a Chippendales dancer from 2010 to 2015.
Yeah. I mean, good for him.
Yeah. Ray has said the reason he brought that up is he feels like you are the narrator from the Deadpool game, just a disembodied voice to occasionally run me down.
I mean, I do frequently pop in whenever you say something that is incorrect. Or you're trying to pass something off as objective fact when it is merely an opinion.
We're still on this, huh?
You still have not admitted that I have more design experience and that it is just an opinion that you were holding.
I admit you have more design experience. I admitted that.
Yeah, but you're still trying to pass off your opinion as objective fact. When it is literally an opinion.
I don't like the gold belt. It looks ugly. I stand by it.
You're still trying to pass it off as fact, though.
He only made songs about his opponents if they really understand. No, he just kind of does it to everyone now. Because, like, Moose didn't do anything to him, really. Cardona didn't really get under his skin. He outsmarted Cardona at every turn, and then made Edge his bitch. Dango is the only one I would argue that got under his skin. Because they were friends. Joe Hendry is my guy. I'm just happy to see him succeeding in wrestling. Oh man, this should be fun. Pierre says, I admit I want better than you, baby. I think they should win the titles. I think you keep it going. Did I see the Joe Andrew music video where he parodied the old Big Show? Yeah, I pretty much, if he's made a music video, I've seen it at this point. So, Ray, I know since you're still in chat, I will admit it's very frustrating watching the episodes of Impact we were at and hearing our hilarious things we said not make it on TV, but then the one heckler who had criticisms for everything picks up clear as day every episode. It's like, come on. You're telling me you're going to keep in this isn't real wrestling during the X Division match, but we didn't pick up with, oh brother, this ref stinks when a bad guy ref was cheating. Canada seems to love Joe Hendry. Screw it, have Punk cost them. That sets up Cole and Punk it all in. I would say, you know what? Have Cole cost Punk his title match to MJF instead. Just two-man power trip it for a little bit. And then have Cole be the one that turns on MJF. Because he's talking about how he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave with both the tag titles and world title, and Cole's like, well, what about our friendship? Oh no. Oh no, Drama King Matt saying, how would you feel if I shamed you for things you did in your past to the former Tom Phillips? Oh no. No, no, no. Don't ask him about the tweet. Don't ask him about the DMs he sent someone on a plane ride once.
Context?
The commentator in question that got told, how would you feel if I brought up things from your past? Trust me, there's plenty. Back in, I believe, 2018, was married, now is divorced because of this, and was messaging a girl while he was on a flight, telling her about something below his waist and how she affected it. So yeah,
Pervert shit?
yeah, a little bit.
Unsolicited.
I don't have context on that one.
Odds are. Especially if they're bringing it up as a mistake.
Well, they didn't outright mention it, but I don't know if anyone really thinks about it too much anymore. That's what I would want to. Also, you got to have Roderick and Bray hold an intervention. Yeah, that segment would be gold, wouldn't it? Uh, I'm gonna cry whenever they take that belt off Hendry, especially if it's tonight. I'm not like a huge Kenny King fan, so
you have against male dance performers?
It's nothing to do with him being a male stripper. I believe sex workers deserve respect. I just don't really care about him as a wrestler. Joe, you're just gonna keep wearing the bow tie that he put on you? I mean, sure, I guess. What's funniest about watching Impact shows live is no one else in the chat is watching. They're just watching me watch usually. Joe, what are you doing? uh, now I'm no longer mad. Okay, right. I was having fun with the crowd. Just because I chanted stripper at the former male stripper doesn't mean I don't respect what he did. I chant a lot of things at wrestling shows, right? The only place I draw the line is I don't do racism, I don't do homophobia, and I don't do sexism. So like Hendry's the one that can save us from the main event Mafia universe. Well, time will tell on that one. Yeah, right, exactly. I just was respecting him very loudly. Oh, I'm gonna cry now. Oh. Oh. My heart hurts. He lost. Oh. This is the worst day ever. Well, that sucks. Now I'm just sad. I That was an underwhelming loss. No, Zach, the bully rat stuff is not piped in. None of Impact's. I don't think Impact's got the reaction to pipe in crowd noise. Everything you hear is us actually chanting at these shows. Right, let me log in. Oh, hey, Josh. Pretty good. Pretty good. I did just watch Joe Hendry lose his title, though. So, like, I'm a little depressed now. I do just kind of want to cry.
Do it.
Can't cry on command is the issue.
But you said you want to cry, yeah?
I very much want to cry,
That means
yes.
the emotions are there, yeah?
Yeah, but again, I can't really cry on command. Oh, yeah, right. And then we had a depressing main event at that taping. We sure did. Tommy Dreamer's first match in that building in like 25 years or whatever it was. And then it accidentally ends because the referee legitimately didn't see the guy's foot on the rope. And so he just kept beating up the good guy just kept beating up the bad guy after already beating him. It's like, I mean, honestly, Ray, I think you and I could have just walked out of the building to go meet Joe Hendry at that point. I'm gonna go make a milkshake. Alex, you want one? Okay. Um, let's see. We need something's got to be going on screen. So where?
You want me to just sit and do stupid shit?
Maybe. I was gonna get Miss. I did
No,
promise.
Mizzle's not gonna sit on there for long.
I did promise the people Missile tonight, though. So. She's not in the one spot she's always in. That's the other spot she's always in. So. Yeah, she is on the table.
This is mine now. I now own this chair, this spot at the desk.
Okay. Alright. You ready to make your debut? I'm sorry, I know you were kind of asleep.
Did you disturb her nap?
She was curled up, but her eyes were open.
Shaking my head in your general direction.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I promised the debut of Missile.
She's baby. And absolutely adorable.
That is Missile. She is the newest member of the family. She is wanted in over 16 countries for first-degree murder. But she is still a baby. She cannot change this fact.
She's little.
Illegally small, if you will. No, do not put her on my
Yeah,
keyboards.
fine.
Not while I'm streaming, please.
I was gonna set her there as like, you have 50 keyboards there. I can't put her there.
I have 2 keyboards, Alex.
Yeah. Josh Mullins says aw.
Yeah, she's adorable, am I right?
Yeah.
She's the cutest kitty in the world. Sorry, Dana.
Zachary Rushing, Zach Rushing?
Yeah.
Yeah. She is 5 months old, so she is still very much a baby.
Yeah.
So, yep, we took her into the vet. They weighed her. She's 5 pounds, which, in accordance with how cats develop, that does put her at exactly 5 months old. So, she's little. Love her. And I'm doing crafts.
And I'm making milkshakes. Because our AC is fixed, which means we're not miserable anymore. We are going to be out of ice cream after these shakes, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it takes a fair bit.
it does, and it has been worth it. Am I even going to have enough to make mine? Find out. We'll find out after a quick word from these messages. Well, I messed that one up. A quick word from these messages.
From the sponsors, you mean?
Yes.
Oh. Big stretchy missile? Big stretchy.
Alright, here we go. That should be enough milk. I think it works better plugged up.
Usually. There we go. That gets that.
Alright, time to find out, internet. Will it blend?
Here, missile.
Oh, if you could close that tab and go to the one that says Spike TV. Go to the far right tab.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's a pop-up that says get status updates for this and other similar live.
No thanks.
Okay. It doesn't give me a no thanks watch live.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh boy, FBI warning.
Gotta do a little bit of manual shaping on this thing.
Do you want me to read out the FBI warning?
Not really.
Okay.
Okay, this should be better than it was last time. It's still a little ice
I have seen My Cat from Hell. That was Jackson Galaxy, if I'm not mistaken, on Animal Planet. I used to watch Animal Planet all day, every day, with my grandmother when she was watching me. Yeah.
So here's the issue about our AC.
Yeah, that is Jackson Galaxy. He has his own website and YouTube channel, so he still posts like a lot of really good general cat advice to this day.
The ice cream doesn't melt anywhere near as much, so it might be a little bit of a struggle to drink it.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
A little bit off the bottom there. Yeah, so a little more ice cream than milk right now.
Yeah, we'll just give it a few minutes.
Yeah, just gotta manhandle it for a minute.
Don't worry, folks. I will hopefully be back before the first match starts officially. I just gotta make my milkshake now.
I don't know if My Cat from Hell is still on TV or not. Let me Google that.
Don't do it on that. Go back to the
Okay.
StreamYard tab because that's
Okay.
completely changed. Use the other monitor.
Okay. How am I supposed to know what you have set up where? Let's see. Your backspace key is way too stiff.
I'm aware.
As is your enter key. My Cat from Hell ended in 2018, unfortunately. But yes, the new little baby, her name is Nizzle. If you can't guess, it is from those TikTok audios where it's like the missile is eepy, the missile is tired and needs bed by time. The missile has had a long day of splashing bandits. So we were just kind of joking around about that at one night, and just at one point it's like, so is that what we're gonna name our second cat? And so it's like, yeah, I mean, why not? And then like barely 2 weeks later, we had a friend contact us and be like, hey, so we found this stray cat outside. We think it's between like 4 to 6 weeks. Are you guys interested at all? And then Zander promptly fell in love with the cat.
And that, kids, is how we got Nizzle. Okay, good. It's the 6-man match. I will be back before the opening bell. That should work.
It is a great name. She right now, just on account of she's still really young and she's yet to be spayed on account of us having just gotten her. She is very chaotic right now.
Yeah, she's a little hellion.
No, she's coming into her hormones and all that, so she's got her kitty hysterectomy on the books though. She's not gonna have those hormones for long.
Yeah, she gets her hate glands removed on a couple days after my birthday.
Sylvie would be a great name for a black cat.
Yeah, that's what Ray wants to name his cat when he gets one.
Oh, is that Ray then?
Yeah, breathing nurse
Okay.
Ray.
I had no clue. Hi Ray. Didn't realize that was your screen name.
Okay, get the step.
It's another chair.
Whoa! Fuck no! No, this is LS11 Universe. I'm LS11. So, yeah.
Okay, and according to chat, I'm Miss Zander, so that makes me, on accordance of the naming convention, that then technically means I have just as much right to this.
You're right, there is another chair. So get to scooting.
That, we haven't signed a prenup, so technically that means once we get married, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours.
That
Which includes your channel.
Then if you get half of my half of the channel, that makes Ray the majority owner. And nobody wants that! No!
I'm getting kidnapped.
I prefer Alex in the chair, Xander.
Thank you. I agree.
Fuck off, Ray. I mean, look. There's a rule in this household, and the cats know it just as well as you do. You get in my space, you get scooped.
But what about no?
Wow, I made that very chocolatey.
No? Yeah, you probably put a little much Nesquik in there.
That's alright. Xander, us here at LS11 are rethinking your placement in the channel duo. Fuck you, Ray. You make 5 shows a week.
And I make 0, but everybody loves me.
No, I was gonna say, fuck you, Ray. You try making 5 shows a week. See how it goes. Because it doesn't go well, it ends in burnout real quick. That's why I had to give you AEW. And of course, everyone thinks it's better now that you're running it, so, you know, joke's on me. Pretty much. Alex's Veronica Corningstone confirmed. That is the
I have no context.
I was about to give you context, and then you
you.
interrupted me. That is the female news anchor. They bring in an anchor man that Will Ferrell feels threatened by, and they eventually replace him full time on the news with her, and then they end up learning to coexist and get married.
I still haven't seen those movies, so I still have no context. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, folks, welcome to how chaotic these live streams can actually be.
You want to keep that nut on the floor?
Oh, that can get thrown away.
Why didn't you throw it away?
Because I forgot.
Did you also forget to put the chocolate sauce back in the fridge?
Damn it, hang on. I will just pick you up and move you again. I hope you know that.
Hey everybody, I'm back.
I'm just gonna pick you up and move you again.
Not if I hold on. See what I have to deal with, everybody?
Yeah, they're seeing what I have to deal with living with your ass.
You have another chair right there.
Alright, then here. I hate sitting in this chair. This is the lesser comfortable one.
You have a Sharpie on the floor.
Oh, that's where that went. Okay. I need you to move a little more. There you go. Keep scooting.
Scooch more that way. You know, give me a fraction of space here.
Never. I'm squeezed in the corner at my own fucking desk. There. Don't give her ideas, Ray. I've already laughed unintentionally out loud quite a few times already while watching this. I am not sure what I am watching.
Premarital bliss.
Pretty much. Oh, this chair is significantly more uncomfortable. I don't like this chair.
That's like a you problem.
I don't like that chair much either, though, so... Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Welcome to your first ever watch-along, I guess.
There you go, Missile.
Oh, she's finally figured out the scratching pad. For reference, everybody, Missile has been trying to claw the carpet for a week now. She's finally learned how to use the scratching pad.
This time, at least. Because
For now.
the entirety of the apartment outside of the kitchen and the bathroom is all this, like, Missile. It's like this. I think it's like 70s green is when they made everything green.
Yeah.
Like carpet. And yeah. And so Missile has been just relentlessly, or not really relentlessly, but she's been using that as her scratching pad.
Yeah.
Which, you know, she doesn't really know better yet. She was literally picked up and brought inside like last month.
Ray, go fuck yourself.
Didn't you just say earlier that you don't believe in sexism or whatever, and yet you're so determined to have your chair?
I don't know why I asked you to cover the stream for me while I made milkshakes. It clearly has not ended well for me. So anyway, folks, there's an Ultimate X match going on right now. Not that I've talked about the show in the 40 minutes I've been live. Not like I haven't talked about the show in almost 20 minutes now.
You're welcome.
So everyone's just doing all the flippy shit, which is pretty cool. And there's Jonathan, I'll never climb a giant X Gresham in a match where he's got to climb a giant X to win it. Also, Kushida, what's going on with the hair, pal? I don't know what to say. That's a fashion choice for sure.
Who?
The one of the white shorts with the ponytail.
I believe. Let me fact check myself before I say this, but I think that's actually an East Asian hairstyle. Specifically, I think Japanese.
Well, he is Japanese, so.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club, Pugs. I am. Yeah. How do you think I feel? How do you think I feel that Hendry lost? Huh? How do you think I feel? Yeah, I'm glad you're excited for it, Zach. I'm excited to see it. I don't know if I'll be on commentary or not at this point because it comes out in a week, so I don't know when Ray and I are going to have a chance to do commentary together next. I did fortunately get a new car, so that makes going to his house actually more possible, but now some new circumstances have arisen that have made it harder to just go to his house and do commentary. Which is also a struggle because this is the closest we've ever been to a WrestleMania without having anything done commentary-wise.
Yes, it is a traditional Japanese
Okay, gotcha.
styling. It appears to be a version of
It's just
a few of them.
Yeah, it's just the 3 shaved rings along the back of it is what was throwing me off. Because he's normally got the top knot.
Yeah.
But he's normally got it either fully shaved or very thin, like what I have on the sides of my head.
Yeah. Could have been looking to change things up or go for a slightly more traditional approach.
I guess so.
So, oh, I see. Yeah. I saw what you meant there with the rings.
Yeah, that's what was throwing me off.
That's just kind of modern hairstyling, especially with when you have these little short crops.
I guess so.
It is very common, especially when people go to a proper barber over hairstylists.
Mm-hmm.
Barbers will very commonly, like if you ask for it, they'll shave designs into your hair for you.
Yeah, I knew that because I have friends that have that.
Yeah. So that's just what it is.
Gotcha.
They just went and got it shaved out for style, just for style.
Gotcha. Well,
I mean, it does look cool because it's kind of a mix of modern and traditional.
yeah. I feel like Alex actually like New Japan wrestling. Who knows? I don't have a way to show it to her, so.
I mean, I saw one Tumblr post where it was this Japanese girl. I think she wrestles in both Japan and America sometimes. Where she just like slams her shoulder into somebody. Like they're on the ground, she just like basically like just planks standing up and then falls into them shoulder first.
Yeah.
And that's like her whole thing or whatever.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think.
So.
If I'm not right, the chat will know.
Mm.
They're better. They're better at this overseas wrestling than I am.
Mm.
I don't really watch Japanese wrestling terribly often. Not that I dislike it or anything.
I might be able to find the post because I know people were. It's like when one of Luigi's animations in the newest Smash Bros. Where
Yes.
he basically does that but chest first or
Yep.
whatever. There were a couple people who were joking like, "Oh hey, it's Luigi." just because Luigi's animation and her move were so similar that Tumblr was like, "Oh, here's something funny." So.
Go ahead, climb that.
Can I reblog?
Ooh. Oh my god.
Just got spanked with a chair.
Yeah. Come on, Alan, get in there. Come on, Alan Angels, win it for your dad. I've met him. He's a nice guy. I'm not even joking. I've met that wrestler's dad.
Get that gift to restart.
I know exactly what this is. For those that don't know what she's showing me right now, it is the Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan and Tyson Kidd gif, where Bryan ties himself into a ball where his shoulders can't get pinned.
Yeah, it was captioned, "This man found a wrestling loophole and now he's invincible."
Oh yeah, it's because he's like the greatest wrestler ever.
It's like watching a raccoon try to eat a hermit crab. A picture from the tags. I don't know the first thing about wrestling, but it seems like this shouldn't be a problem.
Get in there, Alan. You got this. New Japan has some of the best matches of all time, in my personal opinion. Well, you're right there with good old Dave, then. Famous wrestling reporter Dave Meltzer is his name.
That's because he has the wings on the pants.
Yeah, because
like
his last name is Angels.
I see that now.
Yeah. Nice guy. He's from Atlanta.
Cool.
Zander, I love Danielson, but the best ever. I mean, that is something I might be willing to stand by, Ray. He's at least the best there is right now. Oh boy, what are you looking at this point?
I'm looking to see if I can't find that video that I was just talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm searching. So I'm searching my blog, and because I know it was wrestling, I just typed in wrestling because I can't guarantee it was specifically tagged one way or another outside of wrestling.
Yeah.
And so I found something like it's like two gifs of two soccer players as like gayest sport on earth, and as somebody's never heard of Turkish oil wrestling.
Jeez.
So which just to show you.
Oh my.
So that's the soccer.
Yeah.
And then that's Turkish oil wrestling.
Oh my. So for those wondering why I busted out laughing, Jake something was climbing the X. Alan Angels leaps off the top rope, and as he's coming towards him, just boom, right in the dick while he's jumping. Just Super Mario jumps right into his dick. And I believe that's a Kushida win.
And the Angel guy, he wasn't really all that well secured. He was just holding on by his hands, which all you really have to do is go for the fingers.
Yeah.
And then you're immediately going to have to let go, because the second someone starts going for your hand,
right,
it kind of removes your ability to grab onto things.
That's a Kushida win, folks. We love to see that. Let's see. Oh, Ray says, we've stood in the presence of the greatest. Santino Marella. That guy. He's known for being very goofy.
I don't know who that is.
That's who Ray was talking about, that's all. Yes, Zach, this is the night that Santino fights Dirty Dango. It's a very weird Slammiversary card. I'm sure there's probably been weirder. I don't know. JJ Gyllenhaal's not here to correct me, though.
Here's another one.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, there's that again. Okay. Can't find it there. Let's see. Is it gonna be? Nope, not. Or do I just not reblock that?
You know, you'd think for someone who spent like a week. Were we only there for 7 days?
We were in Paris itself for 6 days.
Okay,
Our
that's
trip took us a total of 8 days, counting the 2 travel days.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I was gonna say, you'd think for a guy that spent almost a week in Paris, I would have picked up some French.
You didn't.
Yeah, but I didn't. I mentioned that because they were showing the French commentary team since they're in Canada. Has Alex seen the It's Still Real to Me?
Oh, then that would be probably Quebecois,
Yeah.
which is actually the version of French that was spoken back when Canada was colonized by the French.
Yeah.
France has since changed the dialect, whereas Quebec's French has remained majority the same.
Yeah.
And I know this because I have a Canadian friend, Tifa, and she says that's how it is. So I trust their judgment.
So Ray asks if you've ever seen the It's Still Real to Me, damn it clip. Well,
it's still real to me, damn it!
now you have.
Mm.
Do you think Impact can do bigger venues? No, probably not at this point. I think they found their smaller, like 5,000 capacity arenas, and it's worked really well for them. So I think that's worked out in their favor doing that. Oh yeah, I forgot Kazarian and Eddie Edwards are just kind of having a match today. It's been a year and a half, and the only state in the country where the majority of people speak Spanish picked up precisely nothing. Oh yeah, Ray lived in New Mexico for like a year. I don't know, for like, yeah, you were there for like 16 months.
Yeah, you'd think you'd at least pick up a little bit here and there. Like at least like an Hola, ¿cómo estás? Está bien. Y tú.
Yeah. In the
Or a vous, technically, if you're using the formal, then you would use vous. No, vous is the French one. Usted is Spanish.
I don't need to see a replay of him losing. Don't remind me.
I know just enough to be barely. I know just enough of French and Spanish to have it be vacationable in terms of my language usage.
Right.
Granted, the entire time we were in Paris, you know, I tried, I greeted them in French, I asked for a table in French when we went to a restaurant. They all immediately pegged me as an English speaker. It's like, do you want, like, would you prefer English? I was like, sure. Probably because I didn't pull my tones enough out of, like, the back of my throat, where I typically speak. I typically speak, like, right in here, whereas French is all very nasally. Spanish is, a lot of Spanish is in the back of your mouth. Especially the R's. You gotta roll your R's back there. I feel like his word choice was very intentional there.
It is.
No. I can appreciate his wordplay on that.
Yeah. should go watch Joe Hendry from WCPW. Where do you think I discovered him from, dude? I literally had him use his WCPW theme on the channel for a long time. Like, up until the beginning of this season when he turned face, he was using the Prestige theme. So I know more about Joe Hendry than anyone here. I went back and watched his ICW stuff. Alright, I'm ready to see. I might say a sentence here that will make Alex's eyes just go at me, but oh boy, I can't wait to see how thick the lesbian tension is this time.
Sapphic tension? Sign me up. I already say wrestling's gay as is.
I mean...
And you deny it every time.
No, I usually just say I'm kinda.
Not for the men's matches you don't. You deny it vehemently when it... That's some very gay stuff.
There's nothing wrong with being gay.
I know, I'm not saying there is. I'm just saying you vehemently deny it when I mention it.
Now...
Oh wait, is this the one that you told me about when you came home? Yeah.
Yup.
Okay, then I already know the mention.
Oh yeah. Now, I will say, I'm going to wait until the entrance before I do this, but there is one thing about this matchup tonight. There is one thing about Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly fighting for the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Now, I'm not saying that, like, Impact watches the LS11 universe. That'd be kind of crazy to say. Right? Like, that's tinfoil hat, corkboard behind me, conspiracy theory stuff. Am I right? Yeah.
I can go get my corkboard.
It's covered in your stuff, though, is the issue.
I can take my stuff off.
Masha and Kelly have never tagged together on Impact TV. Ray and I watched them tag together. Oh, no. They tape a match for after this, meaning they're not going to win. Could just be a match that they air down the road. Okay, so look, what I'm saying is, folks, what I'm saying is.
Now, I'm not saying you owe me royalties for this clearly incredibly amazing idea that I came up with and you stole from me. I'm just saying maybe there should be a check in the mail first of every month. Yeah, I guess that's royalties. I guess that's what I'm asking for.
You know, at this point, it's a little ridiculous how often this happens. Any universe announcements. I already announced Ring of Honor Gold Rush for next week. Other than that, I got nothing. Because I haven't thought about Universe for like a week now. I have just done my contractually obligated episodes for the week. While while the air conditioning was out, and I was miserable. Like...
That is very gay.
Like, yeah, no. You guys thought I was, like, I sounded miserable on Impact and SmackDown? I was fucking miserable. hoping for a Masha and Kelly win, because if it happens, I get to play the clip again. Yeah, not having AC sucked.
Especially when you're in the south and it hits 90 plus degrees every day.
Yeah, and then your house just doesn't release the heat. It sucked. You know, I'd have rather gone without a fridge again, like we did last year. What?
They could be witchier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could be witchier. Is that your notes?
It feels more performative than anything. Which, I get that this is all performative, but it doesn't really give me authentic performance, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I honestly thought that Cody would send Solo to get the U.S. title first. I guess he was meaning Solo to go. Yeah, that's what he meant the whole time. There were never plans for Solo to go after the U.S. title.
Don't know why I keep yawning.
Because you're tired. The Alex is very eepy. Why though?
Because you put it there.
I will send you to bed.
No, you won't.
Go to bed.
No.
You're tired. Go to bed.
You're tired. You go to bed.
Never. I stayed up till 2 a.m. playing Skyrim all week, and then made myself uninstall it because I realized it was becoming a problem. So now I'm going to play Fallout instead.
And Power Wash Simulator with me.
Sometimes, yeah. You gotta get the SpongeBob DLC, though.
You can buy it for me.
We gotta clean up Bikini Bottom.
You still haven't done career mode, though. You've been working on career mode on my account.
Are you gonna do the normal end of the season live stream or something different? It'll be the same thing where that night after WrestleMania Night 2 is over, that evening I'll go live and I'll talk about the season and I'll rank everything and I'll announce who won the end of season awards and all that stuff. I've already started putting together the awards, and I'll just add stuff in from Double or Nothing and WrestleMania after those air. But yeah, no, it'll be the same as before, and I'll announce some stuff for season 5, all that stuff. Big Strong Boy's got a colossal challenge. He does. I'm very excited for that match. That was a WrestleMania match we decided on months ago, because we didn't get to do, pretty much as soon as we found out that we weren't going to get to do NXT, we were like, all right, well, we'll just run Bronson and Tyler for the title at Mania. And that made sense to me. That was just harsh. Slammers are going to be interesting this year. Yeah, because it's the first full season we've had with all 3 companies. And the first season we're going to have where nothing got canceled midway through either. So it'll be very interesting to play with. I've got to start coming up with nominations and stuff. I'll probably reach out in the Discord and ask people stuff like what their favorite matches of the seasons and stuff have been. I usually already kind of have a feeling I know who's going to win what when it comes to this kind of stuff. Sometimes I don't agree with what people say, but, I put it up to a democratic vote, so therefore, I can't argue the result. The numbers are right there. Was Bronson supposed to be a world champion in earlier seasons, or was it challenging? He was never supposed to be a world champion at any point. He was going to be the NXT champion when we were going to bring that back, but that was it. And then we just never got around to bringing NXT back because, well, Ray's entire computer died. And at that point, we'd held off too long, and then Ray just decided to take AEW instead. Be a lot of the 6, and by that I mean Cody winning some awards. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of the 6 in the awards, I would I would assume. I have a feeling Cody's probably winning WWE Star of the Year. Probably. Usually the main character of the season always wins, is what I've noticed. The other way, Zander and I recorded a match of the year candidate. We did, that's right. The first match Ray and I have ever recorded together as well. For the LS11 universe. That's not counting stuff from way back in the day. Oh, the NXT reboot. What could have been? Before his release. No, there weren't any. Oh, he might have won Money in the Bank at one point before he got released. He was discussed for it. I don't know if we'd have ever done it. What?
Post.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
It's a certified iconic post.
Yeah, no.
That post has been turned into an audio file.
I'd say AJ Styles had a pretty good season up until Survivor Series. Yeah, his luck kind of turned around at Survivor Series for the worse. He had a really good season up until then, though. Then he lost to Cena. He lost the 4-way. He lost the Rumble. He lost the Chamber. He's kind of on a bit of a losing streak right now. Zander, what's your current opinions on New Japan and ROH IRL? My opinions are I don't watch either, so I have no opinions on either. I would not have known that Sonata was the IWGP World Champion if they hadn't done Forbidden Door a few weeks ago. He could have lost it by now. I don't know. I don't know who has any of the titles other than that one if Sonata hasn't lost it. Like, I know who the Ring of Honor champions are because they take up more TV time on AEW than AEW people do sometimes. And because I do frequently check the Ring of Honor roster to figure out who I can add to the LS11 universe. I'd love to do a retro Ring of Honor one. I think that could be a fun retro series at some point. Granted, it would probably get less views than Impact does now, but you never know. I put Tyler Black, now Seth Rollins, or Kevin Steen on the thumbnails, and maybe I'll get some views. Who knows? Most shocking moment, Drew won the Chamber in dominant fashion. I don't know if that'll win most shocking moment. I feel like Formation of the Six might be the most shocking moment. So of course we're gonna be we'll be debuting the new design for the channel after WrestleMania as well. Everything's changing, all the logos and stuff. Only thing that's gonna I was gonna say the only thing that's gonna stay the same is the thumbnails. We're gonna change the font on the thumbnails to match the channel as well. We've got a new font we're gonna start using and everything. It's gonna be the whole channel revamp is gonna look great. I'm excited. I've already started working on it today. I started working on the new banner. I've already recorded all of WrestleMania, so there's a lot of red hair in this match. So I knew from the beginning Flair should not have trusted Cody because of the Rhodes and Flair history. Well, it wasn't a matter of like, oh, Cody was going to inevitably turn on her. It was she was the first one kicked out because she was the first one to truly lose something big. Because the women's tag title loss was kind of her fault.
That's not the specific posts.
All right then. Thought that was it. Oh yeah, Dolph pinning Cody is definitely going to be the shocking moment of the year. Definitely agree with you on that one, Ray. I think Ray and I both kind of mutually agreed that that's probably no doubt winning. Monster Slammiversary and Killer Kelly, Knockouts Tag Team Champions, huh?
Now, I'm not saying you owe me royalties for this clearly incredibly amazing idea that I came up with and you stole from me. I'm just saying maybe there should be a check in the mail first of every month. Yeah, I guess that's royalties. I guess that's what I'm asking for.
My beard was so much thinner back then. Really gotten it figured out. How far back are you willing to do a retro series? No further back than WrestleMania 1. Even then, that's a stretch. So I'm willing to go back 40 years, but that is it. So no Four Horsemen. We might use them in WWE or WWF if we did that, or WCW, but I'm never gonna do Prime NWA. Just I don't know. If I did that, I would have Ray writing most of that, because Ray mainly watches the 80s and 90s stuff, not me. Sooner or later, I do want to get a subscription to Impact Plus because it's not that expensive, and start doing the weekly live streams where I start watching TNA from the beginning until now. Will it take me multiple years to watch 22 years of content? Oh, for sure. You know, if I just watch a couple episodes a week on a live stream, people can donate. It's a win-win for me. So I look at it, at least. Cannot believe it's 2023 and Bully Ray is a main player on Impact TV again. Got the YouTube membership for Impact. Yeah, I wish that I had more I could offer members. I mean, maybe one thing I could offer is the full uncut versions of the weekly Ring of Honor matches, where they're not just turned into highlights, I guess. Because, I mean, it's already recorded, so all I gotta do then is just click upload. Adds like 5 minutes of work to my week. I've already taken like 3 hours of work out of every week by not doing LSWF anymore. Oh yeah, so this is why this guy wasn't available at the meet and greet. They set him on fire. It was like they advertised before the show. Yeah, you can meet PCO, Joe Hendry, and Santino today. And we were like, oh, cool, we'll meet Joe Hendry and Santino. And there was a guy in line with Ray and I. He was like, oh, I got this thing. I've got this thing I'm going to get him to sign, and then I'm going to have someone else sign it to next week. And then we're all in line after the show, and it's like, yeah, PCO had to go to the hospital. Oh, shit. Like, yeah, he got injured during the taping. We didn't know how he got injured, because they didn't show him get lit on fire in the arena. They did it backstage so that they could rig it, but apparently they didn't rig it very well.
He's one of the people who doesn't wear a whole lot.
No, he wears a lot of clothes because he's the French Canadian Frankenstein. Although he should be the French Canadian Frankenstein's monster, if we're just gonna actually it. I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying. you would actually get 2.
I suppose it actually depends on the context they're going for.
He's a monster.
Okay. In that case, then yes.
Yeah.
Though, if you really want to get technical, Frankenstein's monster, given that Frankenstein is the last name, on account of being created by Dr. Frankenstein, that would also make the monster a Frankenstein.
Okay.
By last name association of technically bringing life into the world equaling parenthood, or parenthood of some degree. So that would technically give the monster the same last name.
I'm gonna start using that argument when people are like, well, actually, his name is not Frankenstein. It is Frankenstein's monster.
Isn't the monster's name Adam?
I did not actually read the book in high school. I was supposed to. I read parts of it, and then eventually... Or you could use your phone.
Okay, well, I want to use the computer, so no. No.
Well, folks, who is, okay, it's Adam.
Yeah. According to here, Mary Shelley's original novel never gives the monster a name. Although in speaking to his creator, Victor Frankenstein, the monster does say, "I ought to be thy Adam," implying that the monster would be Adam Frankenstein.
Okay, well, anyway, folks, let's find out who is Scott D'Amour's partner. Rumors were a-buzzing last night that Eric Young, after being rehired by WWE last October, and almost a full year later not appearing on TV at all since being rehired, has once again exited the company and is heading back to Impact. I'm very interested to see if that is true. Please stop tickling my leg on live stream. This is how you lose hand privileges for the show.
Okay, that's my left hand. I can live with that.
So anyway, that's the only person it could be, unless they're just gonna be like, oh, yeah, no, PCO's such a monster that he's just gonna show up anyway. But like, all the hints were there. Can you come back from the dead? They literally, what?
Hi.
Hi.
You stopped holding my hand.
Yeah, because I'm doing that. I'm gonna say, the hints were there on Thursday. Can you come back from the dead? Team Canada jersey. Diener is one of the opponents. I mean, it's gotta be Eric Young, unless it's somehow Bobby Roode. But it's not Bobby Roode. There's no way his WWE contract quietly expired too, Roderick Strong style. Then again, it could have. But last I checked, he had another neck surgery recently. He's another one of those that I want to do stuff with in Retro TNA Universe. If you people would just let me do it.
I don't know who you're referring to when you say you people, but you know it's your own channel and you can do whatever you want with it, right?
Yeah, but I also have to keep in mind that, you know, even if I do what I want, there's no guarantee people will watch it. That's why Weekend Wrap Up got 1 episode. That's why LSWF and ARW don't exist anymore. Alright, Scott D'Amour, who you got? Okay, red lights. Oh my god, it is Eric Young! So you're telling me I wrote him out for nothing? You're telling me I wrote Eric Young out of Impact and put the X Division title on Allen Angels before he was established for nothing? Eric Young's back from the dead, folks. Oh. And they're just coming out to the Canadian national anthem. Oh, Canada. Team Canada, baby. Team Canada. And then there's A1 in the crowd. I'm really glad I hadn't recorded Eric Young's return to WWE in universe mode yet. Left him hanging for the hug there for a second. Oh, look at Scott D'Amore. Look at him go. Impact hasn't pulled something stupid like that in a long time, Zach. The only thing I can think of remotely is last year when we were all determined it was going to be Samoa Joe or AJ Styles or someone on Team Impact against the Honor No More guys, and it ended up being Davey Richards or something, whatever his name was. Everyone was just like, okay, well, that was a choice to leave until the last night. Whoever Eddie Edwards' old tag partner was. The amount of hair in this matchup is not much across the board. Eric Young and Arnold Schwarzenegger back in 2000 and whatever year the TNA video game came out. A tag team back then, of course. Those that remember that playthrough that I've never finished and need to get back to one day. I'll get back to that at some point. No promises, but you know. Kick his ass, Scott D'Amore. You got this, bud. Maybe going to the main event with Shelley. Maybe it's going to be in the main event with the Alex Shelley title. And Alex Shelley's not losing the title tonight. I'm standing by it. I don't think Nick Aldis is in Impact for very long. I think he's just there to ride out the WWE hiring freeze more than anything. Legitimately. And I think he'll go into WWE before... I think he will be in WWE before the year is over. Wow. You know, Scott D'Amore is yet to appear in LS11 Universe, and I've thought about doing it at some point. You going?
Are you gonna take this chair back?
I might.
Didn't know.
I thought you were just like gonna get up and leave the stream is what was happening.
I'm debating it.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting on my phone, which I can go to elsewhere.
Yeah, if you want to
But I
go.
also want to spite you and still keep stood in this chair.
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah, and so it's scooping me.
Because you refused to give me my stream back.
It was mine. I said as I sat down, okay, everybody, this is mine now.
It's not how that works.
Yeah, it is.
It's not, though. So there's more like Triple H. Yeah, he very much feels like a Triple H guy. Can you not?
No, I'm bored.
Yeah, well, go play your computer or something. Go play Zelda.
Zelda's not on my computer.
Go play the PS5.
Zelda's not on the PS5.
I'm giving you.
And the PS5, you didn't even plug it back into the TV. You just set it back over there.
Okay,
and
well,
did
plugging it
nothing.
back in the TV is easy.
Then why didn't you plug it into the TV?
Because I was in the middle of a live stream when I moved it.
Why did, like, why?
Because it was in my way.
Why didn't you just go ahead and plug it up?
Because I didn't think about it in the moment. I was like, I'll get to it later, and later never came.
Yeah. The only time later actually arrives is if, like, I'm about to do a task. You're like, well, I was about to do that. I was about to do that. I'll
Okay,
do
bye,
it.
Alex. Bye. That was Alex, everybody. Isn't she great? Bye. This is my show now. Oh, that's showing TV a little bit. Goodbye. Okay. There we go. It's the Zander show again. There we go. Back to normal.
Rude.
You know I
She
love
was out of my way.
you. Know I love you.
Fucking have to with this shit.
Whoa! You alright?
I stood up, didn't I?
Yeah. Whoa! What the hell?
How am I supposed to know that wasn't connected?
Give me the back of my chair back, jerk!
Sit down first, asshole! Who doesn't have their fucking chair cranked in?
I got this for free from a dumpster. From next to a dumpster, but still. No!
Chair privileges so you can fix it.
What the hell? She just stole my chair! Rude!
This is the motherfucker who just fucking picked me off.
Rude!
And sitting down in the perfectly available chair next to him.
Would you rather see Aldous versus Gargano or Ciampa? Well, those are tough options. Aldous works better as a heel, so I'm going to say Gargano, because Gargano works better as a face. Hey, Colton, welcome to the stream. You've missed all the chaos of my wife-to-be being on the stream. She just left. Whoa, 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 whoa! No, no! Do you want me bald at the wedding?
Who said I was cutting her?
Whoa! Whoa!
Just unopened, like, earbuds here that you haven't, like, done anything with.
Because I don't need these.
And
That
cereal bar wrapper.
is from earlier.
No?
Live streams are not the time to come criticize my desk.
What do you call that then?
I call it go do other stuff. Go bye-bye. Have fun. Thanks for joining me for the last hour and a half. I'm gonna watch wrestling now. You do you. The referee just quit? The ref is just up and quit, and now the hockey player is... now it's Impact. This is the TNA I know and love. Darren McCartney, I think is what they said his name is. He's a hockey player. He's now the special ref. He's gone from enforcer to ref. He's put on the ref shirt. Scott D'Amore wearing what I'd probably wear as a wrestler as well. I just realized that. Oh, shit, a spear from Scott D'Amore. Okay. So I'm curious if... curious if Eric Young is officially now re-signed with Impact or not. Eric Young was the mystery partner, like we were talking about in Discord last night. So it appears he has quietly left WWE. Which also means I wrote him out during his X Division title run for nothing. I'm so mad about that part specifically. Is this where... Who's going to come save him from Khan? Or is Scott D'Amore going to hit a... Oh no, Eric Young's going to save himself from Khan. Oh no, A1 with a run-in! Team Canada, baby! I mean, I'm already bringing back the Main Event Mafia. Maybe I gotta bring back Team Canada next. Oh my god. They're gonna do the Dudley's thing to Bully Ray. Oh my god. Bully Ray just screaming my balls. Fantastic. I wonder if this is gonna be Bully Ray getting written out of Impact. I mean, I said that back at Against All Odds. Or no, it was Hard to Kill. Hard to Kill. I said that back at Hard to Kill when he lost to Josh Alexander, and then he showed up the very next night at the tapings to beat up Mickie James. So, you know, time will tell. They're waving the Canadian flag, boys. Yes, bring them back. I was joking, Zach. I was joking. One retro Impact, or one retro TNA faction at a time. Maybe you'll get aces and eights. Maybe. I don't know if I'm joking. Probably won't get aces and eights. Oh, is this where... Is Diener going to take the Canadian Destroyer? Oh, here we go. Boom! And Eric Young. And there you go. Team Canada, baby. Team Canada. I thought Bully said he signed a multi-year contract. He may have. I don't know. I don't listen to Busted Open, so... But Bully's teasing them. I don't know. I don't write the show. I just realized that Slammiversary, the replay screen and the background of it is made up of Impact Great Moments. You can see Steiner Math in there. Team Canada, baby. Eric Young is back. Oh, Canada. What else do we got? I know we still got the X Division title, the Knockouts title, the World title. We still got like everything tonight. That was only like the third match. Nick Aldis just exudes star power. Okay, he said that after he put Scott D'Amore through the flaming table. Gotcha. I don't watch Impact each and every week like I should, but it's just because Thursdays I start cooking dinner at 8:30. When he said there's nothing that Scott can do about it, he's here for good to make his life a living hell. Well, time will tell, I suppose. Nick Aldis was available for meet and greet when I went to Impact a few weeks ago. I kind of wish I'd met him. That would have been cool. Especially if he's not going to be in Impact for long. I do feel like I missed my chance there. It's so weird seeing that I was there for most of the build to Slammiversary. It's pretty cool. Am I the only one who's never really gotten the hype behind Leo Rush? First time ever matchup. Leo Rush hasn't been pinned in a singles match in 2 months. Sabin hasn't lost back-to-back matches to the same opponent in nearly 10 years in Impact. Oh, that's an incredible statistic. That's really cool. Jay White and Juice Robinson and FTR might have had the best tag team match in AEW history, 2 out of 3 falls. Yeah, I assume FTR retained. Yep, FTR retained. Because, I mean, at this point, we kind of all know that if FTR doesn't always win and hold some kind of title, Dax is going to go on a podcast and complain about it. I like FTR. I really do. I do think they're one of the best tag teams in the world. But Dax has got to stop complaining when things aren't going his way. Because now they got the tag titles and they've just done nothing with them. Granted, I'm sure that match with Bullet Club Gold was great. I haven't watched Collision at all since it started. The debut episode of Collision was airing when I was in Indiana, so I couldn't watch it because I was in a hotel room. And then I just have better things to do on my Saturday nights usually. Like watch Impact Wrestling. Still crazy to think that Chris Sabin is one of the only people in LS11 Universe to hold 2 different titles in Impact. He has held the X Division and the tag titles. The only other people to hold multiple titles in LS11 Impact, Swerve Strickland held the X Division and then the World title. And then I'm thinking it through at this point. In just Impact specifically, in case anyone didn't know what I meant. Beardhausen was actually almost tag team champions at one point. If I hadn't thought of the main event Mafia stuff, Beardhausen would have become tag champions at one point. Also, I will admit it's very weird booking Bully Ray as a face in this main event Mafia stuff. Also, I wonder what Leo Rush's contract situation is with Impact. If he's just per appearance, and like he'll lose tonight, and that'll be that, or if he's going to sign with them and stick around. If he signs with them and sticks around, I'll book him. Otherwise, I might just let Ray have him for New Japan or something if Ray wants him there, or I'll use him in Ring of Honor, I guess. If I need an extra body in Ring of Honor, I suppose. I mean, Danhausen versus Triple Two. Well, Danhausen's now officially gone from LS11 Impact. Ray has asked for him back in AEW, so I've given him back to Ray. Oh no, I think Saban's gonna lose. Oh my god, I think Saban's losing. Yeah, I see that Coda is in AEW. Yeah, I did. I didn't watch Dynamite this week, but I did see that. My god, now that I'm losing weight, I do look more like Johnny Gargano. Well, they might be putting the title on Leo. Interesting. He's got him down. There's the frog splash. 1, 2. Never mind. So they're either going to have Saban pull out the comeback or Rush is just going to win. That's it. Wonder if Saban's injured or something. X Division champion Leo Rush. That's crazy. Very crazy. Cannot say I saw that coming. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. I hope Alex Shelley wins.
Excuse me, Alex Shelley. I hate to be true, but I have to give you a reaction after what we saw. I don't think anyone was expecting that to happen. But Saban losing his X Division championship, that's an effective mindset going into it. Is it possible that the Shelley era is coming to an end?
Alright, so what else we got tonight? I'm not 100% convinced Trinity's winning. So Leo must have finally found a home in wrestling until his next retirement. But yeah, it did just dawn on me during that match that because I started to lose weight, I do actually resemble Johnny Gargano a little bit again. So the World Tag Titles are on the lineup next. Bullet Club, Myers and Moose, Swan and Callahan, and Subculture. I'm going to assume ABC are retaining. Then again, I assumed Chris Sabin was retaining, and I assumed Joe Hendry was retaining, and that's... I'm not batting 1,000, that's for sure. ABC retained their titles in the same match type at Multiverse United in March. Moose and Myers 3-1. Callahan and Swan are the only team of 2 former Impact World Champions. Subculture nearly knocked off ABC at Under Siege. all of these things are true. Maybe I gotta start making these kind of taglines for Impact. That'd be kind of cool. Moose has got such a cool entrance. I would not be against a Moose and Myers win, Zach. Legitimately, I wouldn't. But I think they're going to have ABC retain, and then they'll drop the titles to the Rascals. Moose. Moose. Moose is so cool. I wish I'd done more with him lately, but there's just so much going on that I haven't had a chance. I would pop big if Moose and Myers won the gold, though. I think this is one of those where I'm just good with anyone. I like all the people involved. Not that my booking of Rich Swann would tell you that, but I do like Rich Swann. He's fun. Would you be down with a Moose push? Oh, absolutely. I love Moose. The only time I didn't want Moose to win was when he was against Joe Hendry. I'd like to figure out something to do with Moose. I still need to meet Brian Myers at some point. I was supposed to meet him when I met Matt Cardona, but he was busy, so it was just Cardona, which was cool because I like Cardona. I will say that out of all the pictures I have with wrestlers, the one with Cardona is definitely the most awkward looking. Let's see if I can find it for you folks. Because, like, there's nerves, and then there's just awkward. Sami Callihan versus Mojo is going to be the most violent match of the season in all of Universe Mode with Janice and the barbed wire board. Yeah, I might need to make, like, a most extreme moment or something just for that. Let's see. Yeah, here's where I met Cardona. Like, I'm wearing a suit jacket when I meet. Like, let's just examine my fit here. Joe Hendry Ring of Honor shirt and a blazer, while Cardona's just there in a Major Wrestling Figure Podcast get up. But yeah, so that's when I met Matt Cardona, which he was super nice. I mention this all the time whenever I get the chance, and this is the first time I've gotten to commentate over talk about it, like watch a Mark Andrews match on a live stream. I like Subculture. I like Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster. I just don't like that I had to put Mark Andrews over Solo Sikoa. Yeah, kayfabe, you like being healed? Oh no, he was super nice. Wrestlers at meet and greets are always super nice. Yeah, every wrestler I've met has been pretty nice. But I've like met at meet and greets. The only wrestlers I've met that were not particularly nice to me. I wouldn't even say not really nice. It was just really awkward. Was Enzo Amore. I accidentally met him last year we were both at a convention in my hometown, and I accidentally bumped into him, and like he just kind of ignored me. Like I was like, oh sorry, didn't realize it was him. I was like, oh sorry about that. He went, no worries. Kept walking. I remember at the Impact tapings we were at, Ray and I were in the crowd, and it was a fatal four-way match. It was Ace Austin, Trey Miguel, Jonathan Gresham, and Alan Angels. And a lot of the time we were in the crowd, Ray just kept looking at me and saying, "What if I said this?" And he looked at me and was like, "I feel like I should ask, hey Ace, you still doing the shitty Gambit thing or what?" Ray frequently leaned over and asked me if he should say stuff. I was like, Ray, you're going to get us kicked out if you say that. Oh, Victory Road returns Friday, September 8th. Oh, that's the day before the wedding. And then Impact 1000 episodes is on my wedding day. It's exciting. That is something I will watch many days later. All right, who is going to walk out as champions? Like I said, my assumption is that ABC retain to lose to the Rascals at the next event. But I would not mind seeing any of these other guys get the win. Okay, so it's a one fall. It's not elimination. Let's see. Let's see if Fightful's got any kind of report on Eric Young. Let's see. Checking Twitter just out of curiosity here. See if there's any Eric Young news real quick. All right, yep. WWE sources told Fightful that Young cited moral conflicts working. Yep. Of course it was in there.
And the glass, too.
Naturally. Eric Young has left WWE. Fightful sources have confirmed. WWE sources told Fightful that Young cited moral conflicts working with Vince McMahon in addition to creative concerns as the reason. All right, then. Thanks.
You can put it wherever you're.
Well,
I know I didn't put it in there.
I kept it in the kitchen itself for when I cooked, usually.
Yeah, well, I didn't put it in here.
I have no idea how it ended up in there. There you go, folks. Vince McMahon is the reason we didn't get Eric Young back in WWE. Very interested to see who walks out of this one, because Like I said, I've been wrong pretty much with every match tonight, with the exception of a couple. Yeah, if you guys in the chat still have questions, be sure to keep them coming, because I enjoy answering questions on stream. Especially because it means less chance I get asked the same things again in premieres and can't really talk about it because I'm working on other stuff during premieres. Typically during premieres, I have to. During premieres, I've got other stuff going on, like updating the win-loss records and that kind of stuff. Like, for example, I gotta keep up with title changes and stuff like that. Let's see, I've got a Discord notification. Chris Bay and Ace Austin have been a pretty great tag team, I will say. Yikes, that apron powerbomb was rough. God, ABC is such a good tag team. It's been just a very good match to... Jesus! Oh, Sami Callihan's insane. Man, I will still never forget Sami Callihan and Jon Moxley in the LS11 universe. That was a rivalry we decided we were doing before we even started doing Impact. That's the reason Sami Callihan wasn't in Impact for so long. Just can't wait to see WrestleMania and I'm going to see what excited stuff for season 5. Wow, I would be here for almost 4 seasons, season 5 for Survivor Series. Yeah, that's very true. LS11 Universe has its 4-year anniversary in October. 4-year anniversary of the series itself. The channel's already over 4 years old, but I don't count LS11 Universe as officially starting until episode 1 came out on October 29th, 2019. You know, in that time, we've had a lot of champions. I eventually need to go through and do the hardcore title history. Maybe I'll do that on a live stream this weekend or something. Or not this weekend, but sometime soon. Maybe one day this week. There's 50 title... No, there's 60 champions that I've got to make little write-ups for, even if it's just one sentence. The hardcore title was a lot of fun. And I'm bringing it back because I think I can have a lot of fun with it still. But there is going to be a lot of work to be done with it. This match has been very fast-paced and very fun. I've very much enjoyed this match so far. Like I said, Ace Austin and Chris Bay are just incredible. Even though I miss a lot since I came out of Survivor Series. Ah, well, you've gone back and watched it is the thing, so you've kept up with it. I still got to start doing the scrapyard soon. I got to do...
Question. Would you happen to know where my other collapsible white basket is?
And that one?
Oh. Yeah.
If the chair would... My other chair wouldn't push me the wrong way.
Don't. You're just gonna dump all that on the floor.
Okay. Are you using my chair to move them to spite me?
Small stuff's gonna fall off the chair if I use the chair.
Okay, that's just what I thought you were doing.
I'm almost through. I'm in the S, and I have two books left in the S. I have my Black Widow books by Margaret Stoll, and then I have 2 books by Marianne Wagner or C.M. Wagner, and then I have Iron Widow by Shiran J. Zhao. And so I have 5 books left. And I run out of cubbies without having to move some of the miscellaneous cubbies over.
Gotcha.
So I'm moving the miscellaneous cubbies.
Gotcha.
Because I can't get all my books onto this one shelf.
Yeah.
With space for more books. Which I know is just what you wanted to hear from me.
Totally. Good God. Good Lord. I was going to say Moose should not be able to move like that, and then he got double cuttered out of the air. This match is ruled. Yeah, I've got to start working on the scrapyard soon. It's the fact I just got to write scripts and stuff and actually do all this stuff and probably use highlight reel. So it's like I got to do all my least favorite things is the issue. See, Waller had the match of his career when he took Edge to the... Yeah, I've seen that. It was pretty good. I didn't get to watch that episode. I haven't gotten to watch SmackDown Live in like 4 weeks now because stuff just keeps coming up. Like last week, I had to go buy a car. Yesterday, I went out and did something with Alex's parents. Week before that, had plans with friends, so on and so forth. I've not watched SmackDown Live in like a month. Oh, the Rascals might be... Or the Rascals might cost them the titles. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think Subculture is about to win the titles. Oh my God, Ray is about to feel... I think Ray is about to feel so vindicated. Oh my God. Oh my God, Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster just won the titles. Wow. I guess I gotta bring them into Impact now. Have any champions retained yet? No, every title's changed hands so far. I wonder if they're gonna change every title tonight until to set up like, oh well, Alex Shelley is fighting an uphill battle and then have him pull out the win. Wow. Legitimately cannot say I saw that coming. I'm just going to still find a way to watch SmackDown with the Tribal Court. Well, yeah. I couldn't because I was buying a car. Early, which, I mean, I had to buy the car because, well... So I want to see if I can find the send Ray a picture of Subculture with the titles and just say something. Cannot believe Subculture just won the titles. I feel like the world is spiting me for not wanting to push Mark Andrews. like I said, I like Subculture. I think they're both fantastic. But oh yeah, I was there for that matchup. I assume Kaz is gonna win. I don't know. It's been a pretty heel heavy win tonight. Surprised we haven't seen that many. I don't know. I am glad Eddie Edwards is back to wearing green instead of the red he was wearing with Honor No More. They did this to spite me. They put the belts on Subculture to spite me for not wanting to push Mark Andrews after NXT. Yeah, no, the only titles left tonight are the two world titles, the Knockouts and the men, and the Impact title. So I think it's possible Trinity wins tonight. I think it's very possible that Trinity wins. My arm locked up a little bit. That hurt. Oh, man. This is the match where Zander plays his daily Marvel Snap matches. Oh, man. I am legitimately very excited for you all to, I'm excited for you all to see what I've got in store with Impact for a little while. Because I do have a lot in store, especially going into Season 5. Like, there is so much to happen. Play some Marvel Snap for a minute here. But yeah, I'm sorry. I like Kazarian. Eddie Edwards is growing on me. but I don't care about this match that much. I've already seen them wrestle. So Mid-South Mayhem coming up in September in Memphis, Tennessee. How far is that from me? I could probably go to that. For every episode, I'm ready for the next because they're so good. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I am excited, of course. Under Siege is going to be really fun. I'm really excited for you guys to see Under Siege. The Team Impact versus Main Event Mafia, Joe Hendry and Jeff Jarrett. The Monsters Ball between Eric Redbeard and PCO. That's going to be a lot of fun. I just think you guys are going to really enjoy what I've cooked up for Impact next season, because Ray contributes ideas for Impact every so often, but Impact, everyone kind of knows Impact really is my thing. Like, Impact is, Zander's show. And like I said, everyone knows that at this point, but all of that being said, I mean, of all episodes, Raw, AEW, Impact, SmackDown, yeah, every episode's great, but yeah, Impact's it's always my favorite to make. I just always have a lot of fun with it. I do wonder when Impact will come back to Atlanta, because I will definitely be there every time they're in Atlanta as long as I'm living in the area. Are you mad that we like Ray's? No, I'm happy you guys like Ray's AEW more. I'm thrilled you guys like Ray's AEW more. Because I was so done with making it that I would rather, someone that's actually going to enjoy it make it. I would rather you guys get something you like. I'd rather you guys get content you like than stuff you don't. I didn't care anymore. I wanted to cancel Dynamite, and then someone said that they would never, ever, 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 ever watch us again and go through and remove their likes on everything and all that stuff. But that's not why we chose not to cancel it, because one person threatened to never watch us again. No, we didn't cancel it because Ray was like, well, I can just make it. I was like, okay, well, that works better. That was fine by me. Excuse me. Like, I'm actually looking forward to Punk Black 2, Omega versus White, Cole MJF, practically all big threes. Yeah, no, I agree. Ray is doing some great stuff. I stopped caring was the issue. Hmm. Oh, I made a wrong move in the game for some reason. I dragged the wrong card, cost myself the match, all the usual stuff. That's what happens when I try and do this while watching wrestling. Even in yours, everything MJ touches gold. Yeah, Ray's done some good stuff with MJF. I think Ray knows the character a little better than I do, is a big part of it for sure. And it's not that I don't know the character, it's more so just, I don't know, Ray just knows him a little better, I guess. It's hard to explain. Seventh Slammiversary for Kazarian. Pretty sure he and Eddie fought last year, and yeah, because Kaz was on the Team Impact against Honor No More, and Kaz was still signed to AEW, but he was appearing significantly more in Impact than he was in AEW that year. I could use to mock Cena after losing. Yeah, well, it's not so much mocking as it is being obsessed with Cena after losing. That's more what it is he's obsessed with beating Cena. So yeah, it's more that than anything. There's a freaking fruit fly or something flying right around my face. It's like they come out of hiding for live streams, specifically to mess with me. It's very annoying. I wish I had more to talk about with this match, but I don't know, it's just kind of a match that's happening more than anything, I guess. It's just kind of like I watched this match happen on TV twice already. I was in person for one of the matches. Seems like Johnny was going full Christian 2011 being obsessed. No, that's not it at all. He's not obsessed with beating Samoa Joe. It's more so. It's not. I want to beat Samoa Joe at all. It's more so that he wants to get rid of the main event mafia because he doesn't like what they stand for. That's really what it is. Yeah, no, I'm not going for the 2011 Christian. That's what Mustafa Ali was doing this time at the beginning of the season. Yeah, so that's the time where we did the one more match story. I don't know, I'm running out of things to say is the issue. What do you think MJF would call the AA if he started using it? That'd probably be a Ray question, because I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really not sure. I was watching a Kurt Angle interview, and he said, too bad he doesn't have one more match in him. He wants to fight Josh. Yeah, that'd be a good match, but, you know, Angle at this point, it's better he stays retired because, well, he's a little beat up. Yeah, the FU wouldn't be bad. Would not be a bad name for it. That definitely wouldn't be bad. He was killed by Diener. What are we talking about? Eric Young was killed by Diener, right? Yeah, is that what we're talking about? I'm spaced out. I haven't taken my... Hold on, I'm gonna throw a picture on screen for a minute, because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to take medicine on stream or not. My doctor's got me on medicine right now, though, so let me just do that. Just cover my face with the Infinity Wah. For those that don't know what Infinity Wah was, that was a live stream series I did on the video game Miitopia. Oh, I can put myself back on screen now. I have taken the medicine. There we go. Maybe the FU marks. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Hmm. This match has been going for a little while, and there's a ref bump. So now's when the women get involved, right? That's my assumption, at least, is that this is where the women get involved. Yeah, but Alicia's got the kendo stick. Back from the dead, and yes, Zander, yes, you did. Wait, it's not a Jeff Jarrett match. There's no need for a ref bump. Oh, you know. Pretty sure there's been a ref bump in every match between these guys, so. Oh, ref bump, visual tap out from Frankie. I assume Eddie's gonna get the Eddie might get the win and then be the next challenger to Shelly. Might be what it is. Now that I'm thinking about it. That's just my immediate thoughts here. Well, Insanity's coming back to LS11 Impact, so I'm pretty sure there. But, you know, maybe. We'll see. It's a very heel-heavy Slammiversary tonight. Very heel-heavy night. Only issue with Insanity is that there are already plans for one member of the group elsewhere. So, that does make things a little difficult. There's a better Jay White call than the one Ray's using. Oh, if Ray were here, I'd tell him you said that, but unfortunately, Ray is not here to hear that. And just like that, the cat's feeder's just turned over because it's 10 o'clock. Oh, they turn over with a little... They turn over with a little extra time. Oh, I'm making a walking out of WWE reference, huh? I think Starks just turns heel. He used the ropes to win. Oh, did he beat CM Punk? Nice. Phil Brooks taking an L. We love to see it. But yeah, so kind of a fun thing about Jay White is he was actually going to have a match with Kenta at Slammiversary earlier was a scrap plan. We were going to do Kenta versus Jay at Slammiversary as a who's the true loser leaves Bullet Club match. But the reason we didn't do that is because I wanted Ray to have the moment of Jay White debuting in AEW, and that being the first time anyone had seen him in months, not just, oh, he appeared on a random, he had a little random 3-week return to Impact. And it was like, at that point, you know, it was just, I don't know, it would have felt selfish to take that from Ray, I guess. And he just grabbed the cut from Thunder Liger, all disrespectful. Hey, you know what? If they want to turn Ricky Starks heel, go for it. Ricky Starks has got what it takes to be a top guy. Oh, wow, they just straight up mentioned that Trinity's a 3-time champion in WWE on her little graphic there. Neat. I forget Impact just openly mentions WWE because they've got a decent relationship with the WWE. Or, excuse me, the WWE. Let's see. This is a tough one because it's like Trinity either loses and goes away or she wins and sticks around. I would like her to stick around because I really like Trinity and I would like to get to keep using her in LS11 Impact. Granted, I know LS11 Impact doesn't exactly follow everything that the real Impact does, do we? I'm very well aware of that fact. Trinity's entrance is really cool in person, by the way. They actually hand out glow sticks for it, which is a lot of fun. Oh, this is interesting. Special entrance for Deonna Purrazzo here. Or about as special as an Impact entrance they'll get, I guess. She's getting a violent entrance. That's pretty cool. They're actually using Land Torture. Oh yeah, I heard he's doing stuff now. He's on Battle of the Belts tonight, right? Something like that. Excuse me. This is gonna be good. I'm looking forward to this one. The Knockouts title is a really nice looking belt. I guess it's just legitimately a very nice belt to look at. Let's see, they're doing the kind of long-reigning champion retain title after a lot of defenses toward the one Chastity, having him with a neck, back, knee, and hand injury. I know you and I talked about how Jay should have been a loner when he debuted in AEW. Yeah. Bullet Club Gold's grown on me, though. Just because Juice Robinson is just so unironically funny. Why are you trying to put me to sleep, punk? I already get my 8 hours. Why do you want me to go to sleep? It's like, you can't make that up. You can't make up how funny that idiot is. Waiting for Ray to see the message. Yeah, they did have an awesome match with FTR. That's what I heard. I might go back and watch it at some point. We'll see. It depends on if I have time. Naomi White versus Punk. So I teased this in Discord, and I've given no context for it. I will continue to give no context for it until it happens. But we have a very unique opportunity coming up in the LS11 universe. A very unique opportunity coming up in Season 5. And it's something that I never realized was a possibility until I realized, oh, wow, everything's aligning perfectly for this. Let's do it. You'd have to ask Ray to hold off on one of his plans for a couple weeks for it. But it is a once-in-a-lifetime thing for LS11 Universe, and when you realize what's happened is when it'll be interesting. I don't have any other way to phrase that at the moment. It'll make sense when it happens, because there's no chance anyone figures it out, is the thing. No one's figuring it out. No one's guessing what it is. We'll see how long it takes people to piece it together as it happens, though. That being said, Mr. Rushing, since you're in the chat, you were on a vacation when it happened. I don't know if you've seen it. Some new additions have come to the LS11 Ring of Honor roster. And I need to know how you feel. And Zach, I call you out specifically because I gotta know how the ultimate Monday Night Messiah fan feels about the Ring of Honor debut of the Apostasy. Apostasy, for those that don't know, the dictionary defines as the official title or the official meaning for someone who has abandoned their religion. So 4 former disciples of Rollins have come together, now calling themselves the Apostasy. So I gotta know how Zach Rushing feels about this. Because, like, Zach's been our #1 Rollins guy for almost 4 years now. And for those that couldn't tell who that was Joseph Connors, Weston Blake, and the former AOP, Legion of Pain now. Cannot pronounce their names still. Sonny something and Jazim, or maybe it's just Zim. I don't know how you pronounce GZIM. I don't know how I'm going to handle it when I have to commentate a match for them soon. See if they continue with his teachings. I love it, TBH. Like, I'm very proud of it. I had the idea forever ago. Because I've got it with a mod, I'm probably going to give them the Imperium 4-man entrance, where they just all walk to the ring, hands behind their back, like, standing at attention, very proud of themselves. I do wish there was a way to one day have to do a Messiahs reunion, because the Messiahs will go down as one of the greatest stories in LS11 universe. I won't say greatest factions, because they're definitely not up there with the 6. It was a good story, but the thing with the Messiahs that made them so special was that, well, they didn't win a lot. Seth Rollins won a lot. They didn't. One disciple won a lot, and his name was Buddy Murphy. I guess the AOP. By the way, I'm just as big of a Rollins fan in real life, not just universe. Oh, I know. But yeah, I mean, everyone knows the Monday Night for fuck's sake stopped releasing our faction members. It's everyone's favorite faction. And from that group, you've got, with the exception of the members of the Apostasy, because none of them had been seen since their WWE releases, other than Connors making one-off appearance in Impact, every member of the Messiahs has gone on to win a title since the group disbanded. Dio Madden, now Mace, or Mesa, is a former SmackDown Tag Team Champion. Shane Haste, former Impact Tag Team Champion. Buddy Matthews, current AEW International Champion and was TNT Champion. And then Steve Cutler, now Steve Macklin, former X Division Champion. And who knows, Joseph Connors fights for the Pure title next Sunday. And the other 3 members of the Apostasy have made it very clear they want the 6-man titles. So you never know. I just picture these disciples looking so confused at what the Messiah has become. Yeah, because Seth became Seth freaking Rollins after Forbidden War. It was like the loss to Kenny, or not to Kenny, the loss in the Fatal 4-Way and not being able to beat Kenny broke him. And he turned that attention to Gunther after the Forbidden War and cheated to win the IC title. And now Seth Rollins has been Intercontinental Champion for about 2.5 months. I hate that it is during the women's match. I've really got to pee. I'm going to tough it out because I don't want to be sexist and just be like, oh, women's match, gotta go. But I really have to pee. Yeah, no, I always joke about it in Discord. When it comes to the Messiahs, how is Dio Madden / Mace / Massa the only one left in WWE? How has that happened? I still don't know how it's happened, but it's happened. But yeah, I do think Apostasy will get the Imperium 4-man entrance. But he did kick out of the One-Winged Angel. He sure did. He's one of 2 people to have kicked out in the LS11 universe so far on screen. Of course, Ray mentions Kota Ibushi and Kazuchika Okada, because Okada and Omega exist as history in LS11. Will we ever get to see it? Yeah, probably not. Something tells me that. Ooh, I was gonna say. But yeah, no. What I was gonna say there is, I doubt a retro series would ever bring us to New Japan for anything. But yeah, second out of the One Winged Angel was a call I made. I don't think Ray knew it was happening. We find out when all happens. Well, you never know. Maybe you'll get it one day. But at this point, like, Kenny and the Bucks may be in WWE in the next year or so. So, we might get that match in real life. You never know. God, Deonna Purrazzo is someone I feel so bad for in LS11. She was the inaugural Knockouts champion because she just happened to be Knockouts champion at the time I started Impact. Same way Moose was world champion. And then, Ray came in with the idea of Alexa Bliss. I was like, all right, cool, let's roll with it. And then Deonna's just never really recovered. If Chelsea Green hadn't gone back to WWE, I probably would have had VXT or Vexed or whatever they were called win the Knockouts tag titles at some point. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if Purrazzo goes to WWE. I think Chelsea and Sonya are going to win the tag titles at SummerSlam. Or whenever they get their title match. I do think they're going to win the titles. Finn Balor is going to have a strange retro series given he made Bullet Club. Oh, yeah. Finn Balor has already got some. Think about this, Pierre. We're going to be doing NXT 2015. The 3 retro series, we're going to do 3 retro series in season 5. SmackDown 2004 from WrestleMania to SummerSlam. And then whatever you guys vote on between continuing SmackDown, Ring of Honor from 2012-ish, ECW 2006, or WWE from TLC 2013 to WrestleMania 30. Or no, not WrestleMania 30, to Payback 2014. To the day before the Shield split. Whatever you guys choose out of those 4. And then NXT 2015 from Beast in the East through whatever we decide to go through. Deonna could have been a female disciple. Yeah, she could have. We never discussed her because she was released by the time we were doing that kind of stuff. And I didn't even know she existed, really. She was an afterthought in NXT. Really, coming to Impact is what made her come out as a star. That being said, there were discussions of female disciples at one point. We talked about, this one's really awkward now, all things considered, but I had discussed Tessa Blanchard if she went to WWE before, turned out she wasn't a very great person. Which, if she's truly changing her ways, good for her. I do believe that people can say stupid things and learn from their mistakes and become better people. But anyway, we talked about her. Who else did we talk about? We never talked about Becky because that just didn't fit. I think I randomly pitched. I think I talked about Nikki Cross at one point. Sonya Deville would have been a good choice. Was this it? Okay, it's called Starstruck. That's good to know. Is Trinity about to win? She's done it. Well, shit, she did it. Hell yeah, Trinity. Hell yeah. Okay. Fantastic that she won. I'm very happy she won. This is great for Trinity. I need them to go to commercial because I've really got to pee. And I don't want to seem like I'm being misogynistic because I'm not. I'm very happy for Trinity. Well deserved. Well earned. It was a great match as well. I think one day we will see Trinity back in WWE. That door will open one day, but I'm glad she's getting to kind of do her thing right now. And she is killing it right now in Impact. Of course, it does still kind of sting that, she was one of the original choices to end Rhea Ripley's 477-day reign. I think her title reign and win probably would have gone over better than Io as well. I'll talk more about that when I get back from peeing in a minute here. But hell yeah, Trinity. Oh, I've loved the MJF and Cole stuff in real life. Hey, Missile. Missile, what you doing? Want to say hi to the people again, Missile? Missile, you very happy that people have been very happy about you making your live stream debut tonight? Okay, you want to go. I understand. There you go. Okay. Oh, that's going to be a cool match. All right, I'll be right back.
So much still to come, but we are not done. The Impact World Championship is about to be defended here. Slammiversary. Frankly, I found myself at a bit of a crossroads. Impact Wrestling reached out to me and they said, we'd like you to come back. And I said, I'm happy to do that. But just so you know, if I'm coming back, my intention is to go for the world title. He said, no problem. I've become synonymous with being a world champion. That's not something I'm telling you. That's something that the industry is telling you. But it's only
Taking my chair back. Much better. Hey, Dana. There we go. Back to business as usual. But yeah, no, MJF and Adam Cole in real life has been beautiful.
feel like that it's a God. Sick and tired of being used nervous for every single interview I've heard him give since he won the title. He's saying, this is why, how
Alex Shelley was a very nice guy when I met him in real life. He was very nice when I met him a couple weeks ago. Oh wow, there's footage there from All In of Cody and Nick Aldis. So, this is it. It's either a night where every title in the company changes hands, or Alex Shelley is the one champion that can retain. Also, I've been live for almost 3 hours now. How about that? Something stupid that when LA was in Impact, he fought EC3. If not lost, you can talk for those 3 years. Yeah, I've seen that. Cats are being cats again. Nick Aldis is a 2-time NWA World's Champion. I forget about that. Then again, the prestige of the yeah, I am wearing a Joe Hendry shirt. Hold up. Because Josh, I know you're in the Discord, but I know you're not terribly active in there anymore. So you may not have heard about this. I've actually met Joe Hendry twice now. Let's see. This was the more recent time. This was myself and Ray getting to see Joe Hendry a couple weeks ago. And then we go back to beginning of the year when I met him. Where is it? Let's see. There we go. And then there's the other time I met him. Super nice guy is Joe Hendry. How could a company be stupid when they had a great talker and not let him talk? But this was TNA in 2017 and 2018, something like that. That's how. But yeah, no, the prestige of the NWA title has gone in the last several years. Oh yeah, Hendry's not the only guy I've met recently. I was talking about this earlier in the stream. That was me and Cardona, Matt Cardona, back in January before he left Impact. I was there when Edge's Bitch debuted, actually, the song. And then that same day that we met Joe Hendry, we met the Motor City Machine Guns, and that's when a lot of people realized just how tall Ray actually is. And of course, we met Santino Marella. Aldis was the last great NWA World Champion. Okay, look, Zach. Matt Cardona. I'm just gonna, he's my guy, Zach. You know that. So I gotta stand by Matt Cardona. God, Motor City Machine Guns have such a good theme song. I love them. I will nowadays I just randomly walk around and just go Motor City, Motor City, while I'm just walking around the house. Yeah, no. Trevor Murdoch being NWA champion, being the one to end Nick Aldis' long reign was a choice. Putting it on Tyrus was a terrible choice. I do hate that if I do retro WWE stuff, I am gonna have to include Tyrus as Brodus Clay. Granted, he's always been a jobber, so. Fangirl if I were to meet Santino. I also got him to. Oh, yeah, you can see my Motor City autograph. I also got a Santino autograph right there. For those who don't know, I have just a whole book of autographs somewhere around here. I don't know where it's gone. But of course, I've also got the WCPW/LSWF Internet title, a belt that I never got to win, of course, but had LSWF kept going, I would have won this at some point because I was gonna go. My whole goal in season 5, not season 5. Well, I guess technically season 5. My whole goal in 2024 after Zander Mania would have been to become a Grand Slam champion. Only in NWA can Tyrus be a main eventer. Yup. You know, I think I would like to try and take a crack at some of the darker years of TNA from like late 2016 through 2019-ish. I'd like to take a crack at that and see if I could make it good. Because really 2020 is kind of where they started getting their feet back under them, I think. Let's see, I'm thinking on 2019. I don't know what all was going on in 2019 with Impact. But I know that those were kind of the dark years. Like they had the tools, but they didn't use them. I hear one of the cats kind of chirping over there. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with which one of them is and what her problem is. Tyrus is like Tyson Tomko, was only good with Christian. And Tyrus was only good with EC3. I agree with you, Zach. And now EC3 is just kind of, well, yeah. It's like if EC3 could have just kept his mouth shut, would have been a little. I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say that I would have. I'm not gonna say that everything would have stayed the same and he would have won the Impact World title like he was originally supposed to in season 3. But I can say that if he hadn't ruined his entire career by being an idiot the last couple years, then there is a decent chance he would at least be a mid-carder somewhere in LS11. So that's all I can really think to say there. It's like I think about this a lot. If the narrative had not tried to be control your narrative as a faction, or not as a faction, if they hadn't tried to make it a company and they had just made it a faction, and the rules of the company, like no leg slaps, no super kicks, no dives or whatever, if you had made that, these are the rules if you want to be part of this faction, that would have been good. That could have had potential. Like these anti-modern day wrestling wrestlers. That could have been cool. But then, they went out and, gave Austin Aries a job. So, that is the one awkward thing that's going to happen. I hate to put it on the spot, but I am curious to know your answer. Which weekly wrestling program do you enjoy watching the most at the moment? Oh, you're good. It's a tie between Raw and Impact, for sure. Raw, I guaranteed watch every week, because Monday is just like the one day of the week I'm pretty much guaranteed I have time to watch what I'm watching. Because my wife-to-be works until 8:30 on Monday, so I just make dinner during the first 30 minutes of Raw, and I just turn up the volume, or I just pause it long enough to do that, and then so I just put it on in the background, or I pause it, and then I just watch Raw throughout the night. Judgment Day is really carrying Rollins. Absolutely, Judgment Day and Seth Rollins' title reign, and also Gunther with the IC. Gunther's interactions with Kevin Owens for sure. Come on, Alex Shelley. But yeah, and then of course, like I said, Impact's just a bunch of fun every week. It's just 2 hours of fun on Thursdays. It is very funny. And don't forget Rage Co. Yeah, Kevin Owens' Rage stuff has been very fun. I suppose I can let it slip on this live stream that WrestleMania SmackDown, the final episode before the season finale that is WrestleMania Nights 1 and 2, I mentioned that Cody and Drew are going to be face to face with a mediator. I can confirm that the go home show for WrestleMania is going to see Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre on the Kevin Owens show. Can in fact confirm that. Kevin Owens has agreed that he will not lay hands on Cody Rhodes, and he will host the Kevin Owens show with Cody and Drew. Which, of course, for those that also don't know, we're doing a thing in the first month of season 5 where it's going to be we're going to do the first what
What's this from?
that was from college. They put those up in the bathrooms to show what was going on in those times. I don't know how that ended up here though.
It was on the floor over here by where you dump all your stuff when you go.
Oh, I guess I put it there and then it fell over time. Yeah,
Inside. Yeah, all of what are probably your receipts.
probably. Yeah, but so anyway, folks, where I was going with that is in the first month of season 4 or 5. I gotta get used to 5 now. I've really only just gotten used to 4. So in the first month of season 5, week 1, WrestleMania 20. Week 2, G1 Supercard, the first pay-per-view for New Japan and Ring of Honor. Ray's gonna do the New Japan matches. I'm gonna do the Ring of Honor matches. Then I'm just gonna edit them together. And then we're gonna have Under Siege is in there as well in the first week, and then of course Backlash we're gonna do. There's a good mod for Backlash from Puerto Rico, so we're gonna do that. I've never been a big Impact guy, mostly because I don't have access. I usually watch the YouTube clips, and they put out weekly. They put out weekly. Yeah, it's good stuff weekly. I don't get to watch it every single week, but when I do watch it, it's a lot of fun. I'm a big Impact fan. So, JJ Gyllenhaal, a very long-standing member of the LS11 community. In fact, I've known him longer than I've been doing this on LS11. Let me clarify. I've known JJ longer than I've been doing content on the LS11 Universe channel. I've been doing content since I was 11 years old. I'm 23 almost. I will be 23 in 10 days, actually. Yeah, the Puerto Rico one, Zach. But yeah, so JJ is the reason I got into Impact. He always talked about how great it was, and so I finally checked it out when Kenny won the belt from Rich Swann, or no, when Kenny won the belt from Jon Moxley, and then appeared on Impact the very next week. Um, I I watched that, and I'm not gonna say I got hooked immediately, but they got my attention, and I started following Impact a little closer because of Kenny's title reign. And then Bound for Glory was my first ever Impact pay-per-view. And the reason we did that, I was living in this house at the time too. It was my first ever Impact pay-per-view. I watched that because um, that month was when Quizmaster challenged Ray for the Predictions title. That was the debut of the Quizmaster. And Ray doesn't watch the Saudi shows. Ray doesn't watch the Saudi shows. So it was like, well, you got to defend the belt. The only other pay-per-view is Bound for Glory. So you want to do that? And Ray thought that was a hilarious idea to immediately set up Quizmaster as not a threat because he wants to challenge on the C-level pay-per-view from the he wants to challenge on the C-level company's pay-per-view. And so we did that. And then Quizmaster would have won if Ray hadn't backed out of the final prediction from the match that got announced the day the episode of Predictions came out. But yeah, so Bound for Glory 2021 got me hooked on Impact because that was where Moose won the title, and the chase from Josh Alexander was just a great story. And there was a lot of really good stuff that Impact was putting out, and so I didn't start watching weekly yet. I would tune in from week to week sometimes. And, Jay White was around at that point. Like, Jay White had just come around in Impact. That was huge. And then, Jay White showed up in Impact, which, was a big deal. He stuck around for a little while, was doing stuff for Impact. We started the Impact universe as well. In 2022, we started the Impact universe. That's really where I started paying attention to Impact. It was like, well, I'm making a series, so I got to start paying attention so I know who I'm booking. Because I didn't want Impact to just be all former WWE guys in the main event at all times. Of course, I say that, and 2 out of 3 world champions are former WWE guys. And, Matt Cardona had a long reign. Joe Hendry is like the one Impact guy that I've been pushing big time. Like, I've started to get better at pushing Alexander and Macklin and stuff like that. But, Ellis Alone Impact is my favorite show of the week to do. And eventually there will be a time where there are no champions in Impact that were ever WWE wrestlers. There will eventually be a time. But, right now, Mandy Rose, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode. Josh Alexander is so amazing. He always puts on clinics and everything. Yeah, I hope he heals up soon. I know it was a pretty nasty injury he's got that caused him to vacate the title. I wondered what the noise was, and now I know. If I ever considered doing a lockdown show, so I assume you mean Lethal Lockdown. Perhaps. There might already be one in the cards, is all I will say. Aldis and Nick Aldis, for those not watching the pay-per-view, Nick Aldis and Alex Shelley putting on a hell of a match right now. But yeah, now there may be a lethal lockdown show in the cards already, is all I will say. I've got some there's some stuff in the cards, is you know. Season 5 is gonna be a big deal for Impact. Season 5 is where Impact really gets its big story. I've got an actual pay-per-view called Lockdown with Lethal Lockdown. Well, point remains. There might be something in the cards, is all I will say. The entire pandemic era of wrestling is just one big blur to me now. Same. Although I can still run you down the list of every champion in WWE from that time. It's like, I don't really watch Wrestle Talk anymore, but occasionally I will watch their quiz game, not Quizlemania, but the other one, Survival Series. And I will just get so annoyed that, like, they treated me as a fucking joke when I wanted to do a collaboration with them. It's like, wow, I would destroy all of them at that game. It's funny, I have WWE until like 2020 run. I mean, they just don't talk about the Thunderdome, and I don't blame them, because the Thunderdome was terrible. The Thunderdome was terrible, and I still don't know why people were like, you should do Thunderdome in LS11. You should make the arenas empty and have no fans. They'll be more realistic. No! No, Thunderdome was awful. Oh no! Oh no! Low blow from Aldis. 1, 2. Oh! That was a little nerve-wracking. Took a bump on the belt. Do you watch any other popular wrestling YouTubers at the moment? Steven Larson and Cultaholic are my go-to. Shell Shock. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Alex Shelley with the dub. But yeah, no, Steven Larson are my go-to wrestling podcast, and Cultaholic are how I get my news throughout the day. I like Steven Larson for the reviews, mainly. Could you imagine the height of the Monday Night Messiahs in the sold-out crowds? It'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm trying to think, do I watch any other wrestling YouTubers? I will catch clips of other universes sometimes. Obviously, like the guys in Discord, I do check out their videos when they post stuff. Like I always, Hanzo posts something, I'll skim through it. Emmy Wrestling puts stuff out, Blaze Wave puts stuff out. I'll skim through their stuff usually. Obviously, I don't have time to watch everything because I gotta follow up and do my stuff. But I do still keep up with other people. I'm trying to think of what other wrestling content creators I watch though. Yeah, we were talking about Monday Night Styles earlier, talking about how so Josh, I don't know how much you've kept up with LS11 lately, but of course you might remember the Monday Night Messiahs have had 9 different members over time in LS11 universe. You had Seth Rollins, Buddy Murphy, the AOP, Steve Cutler, Wesley Blake, Shane Thorne, Dio Madden / Mace, and honorary member Joseph Connors, who we just acknowledged as a member at this point. Well, every one of those members except for 4 have all done other stuff since the group disbanded. Well, those final 4 have shown up as Weston Blake, Joseph Connors, and the Legion of Pain have arrived to LS11 Ring of Honor as of last week. So the apostasy has arrived. So we talk about the Monday Night Messiahs a lot in these streams. Because of course it is, it's one of the most popular acts we ever did in LS11. One of the biggest stories. Man, remember Nick Aldis was actually one of the earliest additions to LS11 Impact. He did that match with Samoa Joe and then pretty much never got seen again. He will be back eventually. I do promise that. Let's see it. Are they just gonna end the pay-per-view? Because I mean, it's 10:52. We're just gonna end the show, or is there anything else? Any like big show closing angle for Slammiversary? I can't think of what they would do though, because Josh Alexander is out for several more months. So they're not gonna do the return here. I can't think of anyone else who would have signed with Impact that would be like pay-per-view closing levels of big. Oh. Oh! Never mind, he's back! Josh Alexander's back! Shit, man, Josh Alexander is back. Hell yeah. Do you think AEW and Wardlow are like, yeah. Oh yeah. Big time. For some reason, I thought he was out significantly longer than this, but he was only out for like 3 months. I kind of wondered if he would return tonight. Josh Alexander returns in Canada. How about that? I think Wardlow needs a new start. He needs something. I don't know what he needs, but he needs something. Well, that was a lot of fun. Slammiversary was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed the show, top to bottom. Great show. I think the storytelling of every title changing hands except the world title was good. I am really bummed that my guy Hendry lost. Of course, I'm never gonna root against Joe Hendry. There's no one that can make, unless he fought Triple H himself. Even then, I would still root for Hendry probably. But all that being said, bummed that Hendry lost. Really enjoyed the rest of the show. Fantastic show, top to bottom. Great in-ring work the whole way through. Eric Young's back. That's exciting. I gotta figure out how the hell I'm gonna write him into the show again after writing him out. All that being said, that was a lot of fun, and thank you all for joining me tonight. This was a lot of fun. It was very fun. Brief 3.5 hours. It flew by. I made milkshakes during the stream. It was a great show. You guys got to say hello to Nizzle. Alex hijacked the stream for a little bit from me. Eric Young is back. He was Scott D'Amore's tag team partner. We talked about me meeting wrestlers. We talked about a lot of stuff. A lot of good stuff tonight. So I don't really know what else to end on other than like, I don't know. I guess we could just say his name.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. 'Cause they love him in London,